Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you 10 foods you can stop buying at the store and start making them at home. The best part is it's simple, affordable, and made with basic ingredients you probably have in your kitchen. Making your own food at home can save money, reduce preservatives, and honestly, it tastes better. So let's dive right in. Let's start with something super easy, mayonnaise. Most store-bought mayonnaise contains preservatives and additives, but at home, all you need is your egg, oil, vinegar or lemon juice, and some salt. The process is pretty straightforward. All you need is crack an egg into a jar or a glass bowl. We'll add in salt and my vinegar for that acidity, and that's it. You slowly pour in the oil while continuously whisking. Keep on whisking until you get the consistency you're going for. And that's it. You've just made homemade mayonnaise that you can enjoy at home without any preservatives. Next is our homemade yogurt. Making your own yogurt at home is incredibly easy and rewarding. You can save money, avoid additives, and enjoy the perfect snack or breakfast. All you need is milk and a little yogurt as a starter. I'm using milk powder, but you can use your regular milk. So into a bowl, you're gonna mix together water and your milk powder. If you're using the milk powder, mix it all together, then warm the milk slightly. Allow your milk to cool down, then mix in the starter, cover it and let it sit overnight. And that's it. You've made yourself a delicious, creamy, homemade yogurt that you can enjoy for breakfast. No added sugar and much cheaper. So good. Did you know you can make batter at home? Yes, this process starts with just few simple ingredients, heavy cream and some salt if you want it. That's it. You can use any type of heavy cream you like, but make sure it's cold. Pour the heavy cream into the food processor and start processing the cream. It will go through a few stages. First, you're gonna see it turns into whipped cream. Keep blending until the cream starts to separate into buttermilk and butter. After you separate your butter from the buttermilk, make sure you rinse your butter with cold water until your water rounds out clear. This step is very crucial because we want our butter to last us a very long time. Okay, so make sure you wash your butter with cold water a couple of times until your water is clear. And that's it. You've made yourself a delicious homemade batter that you can enjoy with your toasted bread. It's so delicious. And if you want, you can add in your salt or you can just omit the salt. Instead of buying powdered custard, you can make it from scratch. You need your egg yolk, milk, sugar, cornstarch, and your vanilla extract. Cook it gently until it thickens into a smooth, creamy dessert. And that's it. It's that easy. So delicious. Once it's ready, you can pour in your vanilla extract. Mix all together, allow it to cool down a bit, and enjoy it on its own or with some fruits. Making your own peanut butter at home is ridiculously easy and the results are absolutely delicious. All you need is your roasted peanuts. Then simply add them to your food processor. Start blending the peanuts in your food processor. At first, it will look crumbling and you might wonder if it's going to come out together. But don't worry, just keep blending. As you continue blending, you'll start to see some peanuts transform into a smooth, creamy paste. This process can take a few minutes depending on your food processor. And that's it. Making your own peanut butter is not only easy, but it's also super rewarding. You've got complete control over the ingredients and the flavor. Store-bought condensed milk can be really expensive, and if you check in the ingredients listed, you might be surprised at what you'll find. To make the condensed milk, you need just two ingredients, milk and sugar. For this recipe, I'm using 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of sugar. You can adjust the quantities as needed, but this is a great starting point. Simply combine the milk and sugar in a saucepan and transfer it onto your stove top over a medium heat and stir until the sugar has dissolved. This is really important. You don't want any sugar crystals left in your condensed milk. Once the sugar dissolves, bring the mixture into a simmer. As you stir, you notice the mixture starting to thicken and turn a lovely golden color. This is exactly what we are looking for. And that's it. Making your own condensed milk is not only easy, but it's also super rewarding. You get to control the ingredients and ensure it's as fresh as possible. Plus, it's a great way to save money and avoid any preservatives. Moving on to the next recipe, we are making our cake mix. I'll start by measuring 1 cup of all-purpose flour, then transfer it into my strainer. Then remove 2 tablespoons of that all-purpose flour and replace them with cornstarch. And we'll go ahead and strain them a couple of times to make sure it is well mixed. So by doing so, it helps lighten up the flour and gives the cake mix that perfect mixture. And that's it. Once you're done, transfer it into your airtight container and use it whenever you want to bake some cake. It's super easy. Self-rising flour is simply all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt. It already contains a rising agent which helps your baked goods rise without needing to add extra baking powder. So what we'll do is mix everything together, then stir it with a spoon or sieve it together for a smoother or more even mixture. Make sure everything is well combined so your baking turns out perfect. And that's it. You've made yourself a homemade self-rising flour you can use for your baking, muffins, or pancakes. And just like that, your homemade self-rising flour is ready. Simple, quick, and super useful in your kitchen. Never buy store-bought pancakes flour again. It's easy and affordable to make at home. To make your pancake flour, all you need is some all-purpose flour, some sugar, some tablespoon of baking powder, and salt. That's very easy and simple for your pantry. All you need is to add everything into a bowl, then whisk everything together really well, making sure everything is evenly combined so your pancakes come out perfect every single time. Once everything is well mixed, you transfer your pancake mix into an airtight container or a jar. Store it at a room temperature for up to 1 month, and anytime you want to make pancakes, mix is already ready. No stress, saves money, no preservatives, always ready when you need it. And also you can control the ingredients. Lastly is my homemade bread. This recipe is easy, beginner friendly, and it comes out perfect every time. In a bowl, I'll add in some warm water, honey, or you can use sugar and yeast. We'll give it a gentle mix and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. You know it's ready when it becomes foamy on top. Now we'll mix everything together until well combined. Then add in my flour, sugar, salt, and my butter, and a little nutmeg. We'll go ahead and mix everything together. Knead it until my dough forms a soft dough. Then cover it and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour or until it doubles in size. We'll shape my dough, then let it rise for the second time. Pop them into the oven and bake until it is nice and golden brown. And that's it. It's fluffy, slightly sweet, and smells absolutely amazing. Perfect for breakfast, sandwich, or just enjoying it with butter and tea. Making food at home is not just about saving money. It's about knowing exactly what goes into your food. Reducing preservatives and chemicals, eating fresher and healthier meal, even if you start with just 2 or 3 of this, it can make a big difference in your kitchen and your health. Which of this have you tried before? Let me know in the comments and I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my new recipes. Until I come your way with another deliciousness, please stay blessed and happy. Bye guys.